All right, this is my basic Ender 3 unmodified, uncorrupted printer. So as you can see, there's no direct drive. It's the standard print head. That's all you need. That's it. This is it to get filament from here through the plastic extruder right here. This is the original plastic extruder that came with this printer 6.5 years ago. Okay, then we have the white BOWDEN tube, not the blue tube. That's on purpose. It goes through the hot end right here. This is where the filament goes through the hot end, reaches the nozzle, and onto the bed. Okay, so this is set up every time in the same way. This is the bed. This is the print surface. This is a non-sticky print surface. All I am doing is relying on the heat of the filament that comes through the nozzle, gets troweled down to the bed, and it will stick there because of the nature of filament, because of the physics. I found that hot filament tends to stick to almost anything. So in this particular case, the hot filament that comes out the nozzle and is troweled down to the bed will stick if it's properly trammed. All right, tramming is taking a piece of paper like this, all right, standard piece of paper, and we're looking at the thickness of the paper. We want it to start out by tramming it to the proper thickness, or proper distance from the paper, from the tape. So essentially, once we start the tramming process, it will level the bed, it will level the nozzle to the bed. The bed now has to be completely flat across the surface, all the way across, this way, and corner to corner. So once you know for a fact it's flat, then you don't need the electronic gizmo right here. You don't need to sense any highs or lows because there just isn't any. So with no highs and lows to compensate for, you don't need the probe, all right? I tend to tram on the tape, as you see it here. Now, the reason the tape is this size is because essentially the print covers this entire space. It's not printing out here. It's not printing out here at all, okay? It's printing within the distance of the tape. So I'm going to tram on the tape. I'm going to get that distance with this piece of paper, all right, on the tape. It will be a non-heated bed. We're not going to heat the bed, even though it can be heated. It doesn't need to be. So I tend not to heat the bed because that's a big waste of time. People are always trying to say, well, how hot should I have the bed? Or blah, blah, blah. I can't get the print off the surface. This helps to remove the print from the surface after it's done. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start the print, and maybe I'll come back and show the skirt. Okay, I've added a square piece, a square line all the way around the print to help me see if it's level all the way around. So this is how it starts every single time. I load the filament, all right? It gets ready to be pushed through the nozzle onto the bed. That's it. I don't need anything here to do anything to the filament at all. You tend to fiddle with the filament with all this crap that weights down the hot end. This hot end, you don't want to weight it down. You don't want to add weight to this at all. You want to start to remove the weight. You want it just to be the basic part that actually delivers filament. That's it. You don't need any crap here or any of the bullshit. You just need to get it. You just need to get the filament from over there through here into the print head right there and onto the bed. That's it. That's 3D printing 1, 2, 3. Easy. So we're going to get started here. We have the nozzle heated to 210. All right, you see there's no heat to the bed. And we're going to essentially tram the bed now. Okay, because I do it every time. It tends to not stay set. That's fine. I don't mind it not being set between prints. I don't care. All right, but I'll tram it before the print, and I don't have to do a thing during. And then after the print, for the next print, I'll tram it again. It's not that hard. It's basically very easy to do, but it's worth it. All right. So here we go. Happy printing, I guess. We're going to get started, and I'm going to, again, this is a non-heated bed. E-steps are still at 93. We're going to get going here, and this is a fairly long print. This is probably going to be at least 30 hours. But this is how it all